in one way, this follows on this Monroe doctrine, that the U.S. wants to have a bigger presence and influence on the Western Hemisphere, going back to the 1800s. So this will be a way to show presence and to talk about shared defense. So this shield idea is like Israel having this shield against missiles being attacking, having this very ambitious idea. We don't have an anti-missile shield in the US. It would be hard to do for the Americas, but it's a way to start thinking and talking about regional cooperation in terms of security. So that's on one end. And on the other one, for all that he criticized Biden for having put Kamala Harris as the border czar, she was never officially that, but he put Homans in that role. And Kamala Harris was indeed assigned by President Biden to be the interlocutor with Central American countries to decrease the number of immigrants coming to try to work on the roots of migration issues. So, and also during the Biden years, there was this declaration of Los Angeles that it was an idea that all the countries in the Americas and the Caribbean should work together on issues of democracy, development, as a way to tackle immigration and to share people that were displaced for economic human rights crisis in Cuba, in Haiti, in Venezuela, that they were able to live and settle across the region and have pathways to citizenship, etc. It was a good idea. It was successful. Trump ended that, but I think this idea of the shield of the Americas is a way to come back to this idea of talking and working regionally, but with a bigger approach on securitization and a way to block immigration coming north to the US without all the funds and the support that USAID was giving Central America during the Biden years. So the same idea, but twisted. Another thing that is very important is that only 11 countries will be participating. There are countries that can be seen as center-right or right-wing, very close politically with President Trump. The best example is Javier Milei of Argentina, but the other countries will be President Bukele of El Salvador, countries that are gone to the right wing. The largest countries in terms of population and the economy, Mexico, Brazil, Colombia, for example, they will not be participating. So we cannot really talk about regional solutions if we don't have such important countries participating. Most countries in the Caribbean won't be participating. We have around 33 countries in Latin America and the Caribbean, and only 11 will be present with the US. So it's more symbolic than anything real. And then sending Kristi Noem to be the liaison is a way to say for Donald Trump internally that he didn't fire her, he just relocated her, like we saw with Michael Waltz. But the role from being Homeland Secretary of the Department of Homeland Security to being the envoy to this new organization is a big demotion in all practical purposes.